Hello, my name is Sister Kathy Corrigan. I'm the Pastoral Associate for the Catholic Community of North Attleboro, Massachusetts, and I'm a Holy Union Sister, a community of religious women who serve throughout the world. For the past 18 years, the Catholic Community of North Attleboro has offered financial assistance to Sister Eileen Davy, an American Holy Union Sister serving at St. Louis de Montfort Parish in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Sister Eileen runs a nutrition center that feeds and educates over 70 preschool children each day. Recently, 2 members of our North Attleboro community traveled to Haiti to meet Sister Eileen and the 3 other Holy Union sisters serving in Port-au-Prince. The following video gives a taste of life in Haiti, Sister Eileen's ministry, and the impact of your financial generosity that allows the children from the nutrition center to further their education. Our sacrificial giving provides a good portion of Sister Eileen's budget. It also helps to purchase medical supplies for a small parish clinic and allows Sister Eileen to sponsor over 30 children for elementary and high school education.
Something like 80% unemployment in this area. Youngsters, young people who have qualified, highly qualified, and can't get a job. Or some NGOs give you jobs for 3 months and it's finished. No more, it's extremely difficult. So what do you do? They do commerce, they do buying and selling of stuff. But if there was work in this country, that would solve so many problems. Like school, like health, like everything. People buy and sell, buying and selling, commerce is called. E-commerce. You buy a bag of rice and sell it in goodies or whatever. And if anything catastrophic happens, if there's a health problem, a funeral or whatever, then everything goes finished.
The government put out an edict like 3 years after the earthquake, telling people they had to clean up their mess or they were going to confiscate their land or something like that. Yeah. So some people did and some people didn't.
Everybody had to move their house, the wall around their house, back 2 meters on either side of the street. And the people over there only had a small wall, and the other piece was the front of their house. So the front of the house was taken down in order to create a space. But they don't have the money to rebuild the front of the house. So it stays.
In 2010, a magnitude 7 earthquake struck Haiti, destroying Port-au-Prince and taking the lives of hundreds of thousands of people.
I saw everything shaking, but when I asked my grandmother, she said to me it was an earthquake.
The bed was shaking. The bed was moving to the left and to the right, so I didn't know if it was an earthquake, but I heard people say, "Hallelujah! Jesus!" People who were very hurt. We all slept on the street, crying. So I remember I didn't eat, like all the prices were increased. Even one I can say the package of water sold many dollars.
I won, and my mother cried, my father, because we have many people died.
This is in the field. This is one of the tents. And people used to gather around our tent for some reason. And they used to like to have their pictures taken even in, that's how dark it is at night there. This is Sister Maria with some of the children. They used to come to the tent. And then once we had a delivery by one of the large organizations, and they had the UN come to protect the truck and also to keep order. This is one of the insides of a tent. Some people had a mattress, some people had just
on the dirt.
Cardboard. On the dirt, and some people had cardboard on the dirt. Now this is a good picture of the whole city, the tent city as they called it. This was all in that field out there.
Behind that wall there.
The best friends died, so I was very sad this day. So It's all.
Despite the hard times faced by the local communities, the Holy Union Sisters in St. Louis de Montfort Parish provide a beacon of hope for the people.
This is our parish, St. Louis Marie de Montfort. And behind the parish, behind this wall, is the school, which is equal to our high school. As well as that is the clinic where our children and where parishioners can go for service. And on the far side is the nutrition center, where the children come for their food each day. And upstairs on the second floor is the parish church. This is the clinic that the children use for the parish when they want. And there are 2 nurses here and there's a lab person here.
They don't pay for big surgery and stuff like that, but it's just taking care of medicines and that.
This is where they have anybody who needs help. We're on the other side.
My name is James. I'm 25 years old. Here you can see the choral is sing there, and there they are the musicians. They play music, and the other place is there for people who come to church to assist the mass, and there is the hotel for the priest to preach. And the other group is for the invited when the people come, the invited group.
Sister Helen brought back us pictures, and a parishioner made the frames for all of the stations of the place.
There are a sickness in Haiti, but some people see perpetual. A spirit becomes like a spirit, and it comes to can I say garrison. It give the garrison for all of people. Then garrison we put the picture of perpetual in the church for everyone. Remember what perpetual do for Haitian people.
It's Father Nicola's idea, that's our pastor who's not here right now because they're on retreat, but it was his idea to begin the nutrition center because he felt if children had a good physical body, they'd be able to fight the diseases. And a lot of the kids weren't getting good food, even while they're a year old, 2 years, 3 years old. They're not getting the basic nutrition that they need.
Okay, today we'll be having rice and bean sauce and vegetables and a small piece of chicken. Small chicken runs through. And we'll be having fresh juice also today. This is where they prepare the food for the children. Deliverance does most of the cooking, and Iliman works with Deliverance, and they prepare the meals every day for the children. We started 16 years ago in an area not much wider than this on the other side of the parish. It's no longer existing. So we've only been inside now for 10 years. We used to be outside on the other side of the building. And so basically we still did the same thing. The children were still fed and they still have activities. You saw them playing with blocks and puzzles. And later on they'll be doing work with preparation for school, more writing and that kind of thing.
What I noticed was a lot of the kids when they finished, because they only go up until six years of age for the nutrition center. We needed to put a piece together for that. Mm-hmm. But then I noticed a lot of kids out on the street after they finished in our place. They weren't going anywhere. So that piece was a little hard for me to see. And so that's when I began to do that. That's when I asked Father David about St. Mary's being able to support some children going to school. So that's how that came about. The focus of the nutrition center is really
Il y en a pas?
the food that they get.
Backward.
We feed them the main meal every day, and for many of them, it's the only meal they have that day. But it's a basic meal of rice or cornmeal and vegetables and meat and fresh juice.
The children are lovely, and it is a joy to work with them, especially when one realizes that for young children, life is so hard, so tough.
St. Paul's School offers an opportunity for some of the children from the Nutrition Center to receive financial assistance for tuition, uniforms, and books.
Après le tremblement de terre, là, nous étions en pile temps pour nous joindre aide. Nous faisons des démarches par là et nationales de 2011 à 2016, presque 2017, sur des préfabriqués à l'école. Si vous regardez, ce sont des choses vraiment extraordinaires. Il y en a toujours, mais mythe, termites rongés à grande vitesse. Vous connaissez en bois. Bois, bien sûr, on dit bois traité, mais termites rongés. Et puis, c'est grâce à la congrégation, c'est une congrégation, sinon l'école la campé pour nous. C'est une congrégation, nous, qui travaille dans les différents départements internationaux, nous, c'est une congrégation internationale. Et puis, c'est aide de la Corée qui est de nous. C'est grâce à la congrégation qui nous a aidés à construire, mais pas le gouvernement.
Right now, the cost is approximately 300. We're talking about children in first grade, and it gets a little higher with each grade. But it's between 300 to 500 US dollars for the year.
Et dans ça, nous prenons, il y a une assurance médicale, il y a un sport, tout ça, il y a besoin.
For some people, it means also helping them with uniform or with books. Some people.
Compte tenu des programmes officiels. Et le problème, c'est payer les livres. Parce que le gouvernement subventionne une partie des livres. D'abord, pas tous les livres et pas de livres tout entiers. Mais cette année, évidemment, par exemple, comme il a subventionné des livres du 3e cycle, il n'a pas beaucoup subventionné les livres du 1er, 2e cycle. Alors les livres sont très chers. Si bien que les parents font des photocopies n'importe comment. Bon, c'est très difficile. Voilà. Parce qu'il y en a, ils sont faits, ils sont intéressants, mais...
Here you have majority of schools will be privately owned and run.
There are some national schools, we don't have them in this area that I'm aware of, no primary national schools especially. But even in the national school, which would be equal to our public school, they still have to buy their books and they still have to buy a uniform, and they have their problems in running the national schools. There are lots of children that are not able to go to school because you also need the uniforms, and uniform means you need shoes, and a lot of our kids don't have shoes. I mean, they might have sandals, but that's not acceptable in school. But here it's a very high standard, even for school it's high. And my feeling is, I don't know this from talking to anyone, but I think they feel that they're instilling in the children a standard that is high, and they need to respond to that. And the children do.
St. Paul's School offers the best option for local children to receive an education.
I first came in 2002. I didn't know it, but I was here for, I think it's 3 years I was already here. But then Father David asked the Sacred Heart Parish if they would be willing to do their Lenten collection for Haiti, and it was unknown to me. But then he sent me an email to tell me how much money he had, which I was really thankful for. And so when I went home that summer, I went to Sacred Heart to thank the people. So like my experience of going now to St. Mary's also is always to give thanks, because I never asked for the money in the first place.
So you have a different feeling when you're going to thank people and being able to tell people what you do with that.
Thank you, the Catholic community of North Attleboro, for your continued generosity. Your support has changed the lives of so many children and their families. May God bless you for your kindness, your prayers, and may God bless the people of Haiti.